Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to your reading for the next 7 days. This will be a general reading, and if it resonates, push the like button and subscribe so you can create a butterfly effect, allowing your energy to reach to the right people and places. I'm using here crystal quartz for clarity, so if you need clarity about something, comment down below or give this one a thumbs up so you can also bring some more energy into that situation. Let's see. I see something is moving out of your way. If you have an obstacle, I feel like that's actually the mountain will be removed. I feel that energy. And right before I turned on this video, I was actually reading or listening to an audiobook by Brian Tracy, which is called 12 Rules of Power or Laws of Power. And it seems like here, that mountain will be removed with the law of decision. That was the last chapter I was listening to. Law of decision. When you act boldly, that's what the law of decision actually brings it to you. The boldness of action, and the unseen forces will actually show up and remove that mountain. Okay, it's about making a decision. If you're having a hard time to make a decision, it seems like being flexible about the ways to achieve the things you want is okay. That's another law. But it seems like here you are making a strong decision of the outcome, what you desire. I see that you have here a very strange scene. You're standing here. You're embodying the energy of an ant, which they colonize. They work together. They're not alone. And you have a big body, which is a strong ant. Maybe you're taking charge of a situation or leading people here. And there's something, this looks like a flower on your back, but this part also reminds me of those little telephones that we used to make out of cups with a string in between. It kind of reminds me, this can be a communication line that you have behind you. You're not using it. This can be a connection to someone that has power over a situation. Maybe you don't even think that power is effective in your case, but it seems like that's a powerful tool that you are ignoring. You're leaving behind. You're not taking with you. And I see there's a legal paper here. This can be from someone maybe working in a certain institution. They might have a valuable information. They might even have a valuable way of taking care of something, but it requires your consideration because this is also outside of your area. This can be a person who's already knowledgeable about this and they know what to do. Okay, there's another pathway you're putting here, one actually not very visible. There's a visible one, so you don't have to find the invisible pathway. I feel like when you do find the pathway opening outside, that is actually taking you to the right place. When you take that, it is going to merge with a shorter one, okay, the clear one that is not visible to you yet. The invisible will be made visible, basically. Another thing I see with the ant's energy, I don't know if it's the correct pronunciation, is the ant or ant. But the thing is, the creature is actually have another person in front of them smiling. So this doesn't mean that you have to always partner up the same kind. Okay, maybe you are from a certain profession and you think that you need to come together with a certain type of people in order to accomplish this task. Okay, but it seems like this is a different type of creature. This is a different type of person who has different knowledge in your situation, okay? And there's a triangle above them. This triangle kind of reminds me of a little puff pastry type of a thing. This can be about food. This can be about food bringing people together. Maybe it's going to be about like coming together for the food, but also discussing something valuable. Can be like a picnic environment and maybe a barbecue that you're getting invited to. The triangle is very important here. Triangle can even maybe indicate like a bake-off. I know it's very specific, and I'm not hungry, by the way. I keep thinking about food, but this is like, even though triangle can have esoteric meanings, very deep meanings, but here it reminds me of something related to food. Okay, it can be even like a square, like a triangle of something in a city, like a chamber. type of a place in a city which has a triangle, that you're gonna meet someone with it in that space. It can be that kind of like geographic location you're gonna go as well. This person is lightweight, smiling, and they have a crown above their head. So this can be someone who also has maybe some royalty. Can be, doesn't have to be like a royal blood. It can be in a sense of maybe they have wealth to spare, or they have the right connections, but they have something separating them from the others. And I feel like you already know who this person is, and because they're coming to you and hugging you right here. This is someone that you're intimate with, but you don't feel like maybe they can have an effect. However, there's a bigger version of them right here, so they might have, their hands might be reaching to the places that you don't really understand yet. Another thing I see here, there is a suspicious cloud appearing. This can be within the middle of the week, maybe the third day of the week. There is a suspicious cloud, can be like a suspicious paper coming in the mail that you're reading, or an email, or maybe you're hearing about some suspicious news about maybe an investment or something. I feel like if you feel doubt about it, if there's clouds over it, there's no clarity, do not walk inside of it, because it can be like a dust cloud that's just gonna not gonna be good for you at the end of the day. So in your journey, you might receive, I even see someone, there's a damsel in distress. She's wearing this, you can see her hat sideways, kind of looks like she has a fish mouth, kind of reminds me of a caricature character. This can be a person who's a Pisces, by the way, and it seems like they are behind the cloud. So they might come with the cloud, they might bring the confusion and fuzziness, but the Pisces, most of the time, they're very actually good-feeling and calm in nature, and they tend to have heightened intuition. So I feel two options here, and there is a horse right there choking from this cloud. So the Pisces, this lady or someone with heightened intuition coming into your life, might have a valuable information to save your investment, save your wish, desire out of this cloud. If this is something coming and clouding your day, this can be a person who has a valuable information about this situation. So doesn't mean jump right in and just do what they're saying. This means that keep an open ear and listen to what they have to say. Another thing here is like your desire, your wish is inside of this mess. Maybe you need to remove this creature, this horse, out of that barn, if this is a barn. And I see now this Pisces has another face right here. This is the feminine side, this is the masculine side. This can be someone who has those, both of those energies balanced, but another thing came to me is can be also a Gemini energy visible here. And so this person might be someone who's coming up with the solution first and then changing their mind about helping you. So that's why I feel either way you should be very cautious, but also taking care of your investment, your horse, whatever this horse actually indicates for you. This can be a desire you have. This can be something that you own already. If you're feeling that it is actually going to go under stress, duress, remove it out of the situation, okay? And I feel like this can be something that is movable, removable, okay? And towards the end of the week, not really exactly the end, but I feel like maybe Friday, Thursday, 1, 2, 3 slices. I don't know if you can see that. Kind of looks like long slices of pizza. One of them has a face right here, kind of horse face. And this horse has like a running attitude. You see the hair is flowing in the wind. Horses means wish fulfillment. And it seems like there are 3 options. Maybe this is 3 different doors in front of you. 3 different slices of pizza. This can be like a food related thing as well. I kind of see a roof here, maybe a home situation that you have 3 selections here. And they're both pathways right next to them, so you're going to go and see these things. This can be job interviews, this can be a home that you're looking at, or maybe a land that you're looking at. It can be something, I feel material energy here. But the third option has the horse. Horse is your wish, desire, wish fulfillment. So, and if you don't have a list of the requirements of your desire. Maybe it's time to have it now, so you can really detect which one is the third one, which one is the horse. And also another thing I see, there's a number 9 on the second one. This one can be an option that you want to really choose, but when you wait long enough, you will see there is a lesson in there. Number 9 is enlightenment. Okay, completing a cycle. It's like a moment of revelation. If you wait long enough without choosing it, you will see why you shouldn't choose it. Okay, that's going to be revealed. This can also be if you're dating, maybe, and these are the people in front of you that you are communicating with. So if you're planning to choose one, the third one might be the one that is actually the one for you, but the second one can have the same vibe, but the true things might take a little bit longer time to show up, okay? I see here towards the end of the weekend, there's a couple right here. Feminine figure, masculine figure. Feminine figure has like a violin behind her head. I see number 3 behind the horse as well. So the third option feels like it's like sticking out, and you're choosing that. And with that option, you're actually having a partner in your life. This kind of forms a V as well. Partner can be a business partner can be a life partner, but there's some like a mirror effect here. You see the feminine character has the artistic side, and the male character has the horse on his shoulder. He's pulling the horse, taking care of the animals. This can be someone already taking care of the animals also. And the feminine side can be someone with the violin artistic side of the story here. They're balancing each other out and creating perfect harmony, seems like. And there are phone lines in between them, so this phone lines kind of indicates great communication. So if this is even a business partner that you're coming together with, there's going to be open and clear communication with this character. Okay, let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, hold it in your mind. You can see the big fish appearing here. The head of the fish is towards the past, so this can be something coming forward really fast. This is not something that you're chasing, it's coming. Your desire is coming forward in a slow manner first, and then it just accelerates. And like I said, the head of the fish is towards you, and this body actually looks like a man wearing a fish hat, like the tail of the fish, and he has a wand above his head. Wand can be an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius. Wand's energy is the fire energy, passion energy, new beginning, entrepreneur spirit. And this can be someone, fish can indicate the money this person has, the resources they have. And like I said, their head is towards the past. So this is already done. And the decision is already made. This person is coming towards you. They're not really in your heart space here. But they made their mind up. They're coming to make a deal. And I see letter B, E, Bethany maybe, and L, Belcalis. I mean, Abel can be in their first name or the last name. Doesn't have to be their initials. The person made their mind up. They're coming forward here. And they are also leaving something. You can see there's like a smiley face with X's on the eyes. They're leaving something behind as well. So this can be someone who's experienced, okay, about a certain subject. I see there's a little acorn that is in your heart that you're going to be maybe even planting together. You're preparing. And this might have the chance to grow and become a massive tree. That's why I don't want to go with only the meaning of like business and money here, even though this person has the necessary resources to experience a good love, or even maybe a good business, create a good business together. But it can also carry the energy of romance, okay? And this person is someone, this fish cloak kind of looks like a cloak, indicates that they have an experience in life. They're not just someone looking for something in a blind way. They're intentional. They know what they want, even though they're not really allowed through your walls right now. They know what they want. So this wall is thinning when they are. So you're going to be able to allow this person into your life, trust them faster, because they're going to have the confidence and have the security. Okay, they give this feeling of security. I see that this is, you're having an expansion also. You can see in your energy field there's an expansion happening, and there's even a new pathway opening here. Another person I see, we have a Capricorn right there with the goat energy, but they are attaching to you. They're just maybe even like trying to remove the boundary and push the boundary, kick the boundary open. This can be another different energy from the past, when, you know, when sometimes when someone new comes into your life or something new happens, someone from the past just comes out of the woodwork. Someone actually shows up and disturbs you. And when you say, no, I don't want this anymore, the thing starts to get better. I feel this energy over this saucer now. This person, when something new comes up, this person is going to show up too. So when you say, you know what, no, when you push that energy away, you're going to start the expansion of and growth in your energy field. Now we're going to go to your tarot, and this is going to have a deeper dive now. I'm going to remove this out of my arm because it keeps like making noises, and that's distracting for me. Let's dive into your tarot. We're going to look into your current situation, the effects of the past, what can be done in the today, the present, and what the future holds for you. Let's see. Oh, strength is great when it comes to the current situation, because it seems like you already have the power to make things happen. Power of decision. I mentioned in the beginning that the law of decision actually gives you the confidence to not really go with the idea and trying to force one thought, but it gives you the power to make the decision, move forward, and if something doesn't work out, change it around and move again. Just do not stop on your tracks, or do not doubt yourself. Strength gives you that energy at this moment, even if you're not feeling it. This is also Leo. Leo can be the character that we saw in your saucer coming forward to give you the confidence at this time to move ahead with your decision. Let's see. We also have a King of Pentacles. This can be someone who is bringing in the resources, and can be someone grounded, charismatic, who has Midas touch. This can also represent your energy. Maybe this is what you're bringing on the table as well. This is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, an earth grounded, wealthy, abundant king. Or someone can be also the second person or the third person actually currently arriving into the scene to maybe provide the financial backup. And there's a Three of Cups here. There's going to be a celebration coming in. Now, for some of you, I feel like this can be a reconciliation as well. Maybe if you have someone in the past in your life that the things don't really work out in a perfect way, it seems like there's going to be healing coming into the scenery, okay? Currently, but mostly I feel for most of you, this is a celebration. This is the celebration because you're realizing that you're on the right pathway and in the right place in the right time, and the right resources are arriving suddenly, okay? And this is the past energies. This is actually Nine of Swords. I feel like some of you is sick of feeling fear because the things are not really aligning the way you want it to be. Nine of Swords have the energy of a self-fulfilling prophecy, unfounded fear, expecting the worst, thus creating self-fulfilling prophecies right there. So in the past, you might have this energy. You might be overanalyzing things. You might have Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius in your chart, which tend to be analytic, but that analytic mind can lead you to overthinking stuff. And it seems like here that's in the past. That's a thing of the past now. You're not dealing with that energy. We still have time, but on the 24th, there's going to be a full moon. Okay. The full moon energy actually, you see it's smiling. I feel the energy of smiling. I don't know why I said smiling. I said shining. I was going to say shining, but I said smiling. It's bright, it's shining, it's smiling. It is going to reveal the truth to you. So you're going to know the other way around the things. So you're going to leave that fear behind. You're going to realize why the things are happening in a certain way. And In the past also, we have here with the Leo energy, maybe Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you had experiences with this kind of confident people, restless, charismatic people, and they are actually your sign to make the decision right now. So this can be like the universe in the past reflected to you that when you make a strong decision and stay behind it, the answer will come to you. And this may be something that you have experienced, you have already done it in the past, but for different areas of life. But this is telling you to actually let go of the fear of the story, which you have done this in the past, and then you focus on the passion, desire, and the decision that resolve the situations. Now it's time to exactly wise counselor, and then the wise counselor, the right people, right places, the right approvals actually flow into your life. And this is something maybe you have done for another issue in your life, and that worked perfectly. Now it's time to replicate that energy into those other fields that you don't feel confident about. Let's see what else we do here. We have the Hermit. Hermit comes in the present, and I see here, I keep looking at this authentic power here, and when it came, I see the present power, even though it is actually indicative of the time spent in peaceful meditation and meaningful solitude. What happens when you are in solitude and you're in meditation, this actually brings you back to the moment. Stay in the moment, because the answers most of the time, the solutions, the answers actually appear to you during those moments that you're focusing on. So in the present moment, what you can do is focus on your desires, and maybe even separate a quiet time, maybe 10 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day. And then you will find self-discovery, yes, and also what you're truly wanting. And the answers to your questions will also flow during the same direction. We have 10 of Pentacles in the present power, also indicates focus on the wealth you already have, the family that you already have. Maybe you don't physically have your bloodlines with you, but can be your chosen families, the people, the friends that are actually supporting you, and even like the pets you have. I have many cats, and I even found within the last 3 days, I found a little tiny baby that I'm trying to take care of too. And I take care of them, and I feed them. So they're in and out cats. But those are my family as well. They give me power, strength, and the power to go. Wake up every morning to feed them, take care of them. So that can be even the chosen family. And what happens is I always tend to see the results when you take care of the animals, and their actually abundance flows to you as well. Okay. And so if that's the case with you, or you might have your family that you're taking care of too, and focus on what they're bringing to you, okay? What their energy is attracting to you as well here. And what else you can do that will actually show you the pathway to your travels, your adventures, planning for the long term, abundance from past choices, and opportunities are going to start to flow into your life in the present moments. And when you're in the present with that, you're going to be able to catch those abundant moments and messages. Future will hold for you. We have a King of Swords. So it seems like here, this is the energy of gratitude and focusing on the gratitude rather than focusing on the logical answers to the questions. But it seems like in the future, you're going to have that logical mindset. And also, this can be someone who is stoic, logical, who can do the public speaking, respected, intelligent. It says impartial can be like a judge or an accountant or a lawyer or whatever it is that you need at that moment in the future when you establish your heart's desire. This can be an advisor who knows the rules and regulations, and they're going to show up in your future. I kind of see this flag behind him as like a blue and red. It says kind of like that emoji that we have 100, and there are 2 red lines under it, like it represents, I think, 100% super great. Seems like this person will have that kind of like a high super great that they will help you, or this can even be you becoming that, maybe a little bit bored here, but acing through the procedures in a beautiful way. That represents that in the future. We also have the Page of Pentacles. A lot of knowledge energy come forward. If you're looking for knowledge or figuring out a formula of how to get things done, you will become the formula. Maybe even you will teach the formula to others. Maybe that can become your way of making money. And this can be about relationships. Maybe when you master relationships, you're going to become a teacher of it, which actually, when you look at the most of the people in the self-help, self-development, are the ones that started with themselves and then they started teaching that formula to others. It can be something like that in the future for you. Lastly, we have the Emperor. Not only that you're going to be teaching, but also you're going to be leading. And logic and organization will increase your success. You're going to be taking charge of a situation. If you like it or not, like I said, you're going to make the decision, you're going to lead with confidence, and people will follow. Like it or not, someone will follow. And I feel like this is what the future holds here for you. And now I'm going to get to the oracle part of it, okay? We're going to look into what you need to know, what you need to do, and what you need to release. Is there anything that you are carrying for so long? Maybe it doesn't even serve you anymore. You're holding on to the thought, the energy, but it's not really serving you. Let's see what it is. We have field of dreams. This is what you need to know, okay? Your dreams have massive potential of manifestation. So if you're feeling, oh, this is impossible, this basically says, no, it is very possible. We have number 21 here. Number 3 just caught my eye. So 3 again. 3, 3, 3. So can be like done by 3. It can be done through following the adventure, following the travel, can be to travel also, following that desire of having fun, and also bringing together the people that aligns with you. But know that there is a future for your dreams. So don't forget or don't delay to dream your dreams right now. We have slow and steady. This is what you need to do. Instead of rushing into things, okay, guys, this is 1221. This is keep mirroring itself. So you dream the dream, write it down, put it on the side, and then start doing one thing at a time. You don't have to just accomplish the whole thing. You don't have to, like, for example, if you want to become a tennis player, you cannot become Serena Williams in one day. Okay? Because I always read the autobiographies of this kind of successful people, they come to realize they put a lot of work into it, and they don't do it like she didn't practice 24 hours a day. She practiced every day for a certain period of time, and then now she keeps practicing. This is a lifetime choice that she made, existent choice, the choice of existence, why she's existing on this planet. So it's about making that choice right now and then taking steps towards it, slow and steady. What you need to let go is coming to life. We have a butterfly here. So if you are feeling like, okay, this is the end of story for me. I already lived my life. I already lived my dream and there's nothing more. This is suggesting to release that idea because you're coming to life. You're creating every single moment. You're creating a new life for yourself. It doesn't matter where you are in life or in relationships. There's always potential of growth, and this can be done slow and steady. It doesn't have to be rushed in one day, but you will actually, you need to release the idea that this is the end of your time now, end of your story, if that's what you're feeling, because this is a new life coming to you as well. Let's look into your chakras, because sometimes we think in a certain way because we have misalignment with our chakras or blockages in our bodies that we don't really recognize or realize what they are. Let's see what this is for you. We have the boundaries now. The boundaries towards others, maybe towards yourself. That might be a problem there. This is actually your solar plexus, your joy center, and maybe you're not really choosing yourself, having fun. Because you keep others as priority, not yourself. We have a fire element here. Ram is your chant during your meditation. This can be a clearing effect. This can have a clearing effect if you have that kind of blockages in that part of your body, on your chakras. I stand my ground where and when I need to. I recognize that my truth is just valid as other people's truth and assert myself appropriately. I trust in and expect a positive outcome and have the strength and kindness need to enable me to stand my ground. I stand my ground. So this is basically, that's exactly what I was thinking about the boundaries. Boundaries doesn't mean that you need to be rude to others. It can be, you can't say no, but still be gentle. Okay. And so if you're thinking that if I say no, I'm going to break someone's heart, that's not really related to you. It's everybody has a different way of seeing things. When you say no, maybe the right people actually start to show up. The right energies start to show up because the people that will understand you, align with you, give you the credit and understand that you need space will show up when you start putting your boundaries, like actually respecting your boundaries more. And that can also heal your solar plexus. If you're feeling blockages in your creativity or like the fun, you're not really having fun through the activities that you were supposed to have fun, that can be the blockage in there. And that can, when you have strong boundaries, you can release that blockage in there. This is actually going to show you what to focus on. The World card in tarot, we have coffee grounds here, coffee, okay, splash. The World card in tarot symbolizes coming and ending a cycle, but also this is suggesting be open to new possibilities in all areas of your life. Okay, so if you are limited, if you're thinking in a sense of I only want money, I only want career, I only want a home, only want a relationship, or maybe I don't want a relationship, this is basically suggesting to you, you focus on the outcome, not the process of how to receive it. Okay, there are new possibilities in all areas of life coming, and at the end, your outcome can be feeling happy, satisfied, loved, appreciated, respected, wealthy, doing everything you want to do whenever you want to do it. Whatever it is, focus on the final outcome, and that will bring new possibilities in all areas in your life. Okay, let's see what your final card says for this one. Thrive. There's enough space for the moon and her stars not to tear each other down. Okay, so competition, I feel like there's no competition for you at this time. There's only support and coming forward. All right, my beautifuls, that's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, don't forget to give this one a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of these, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I wish you all a magical day. Bye.